Breaking news, Supreme Court stripped Trump executive powers, totally meltdown. Erupt. Yes, so on. So, live coverage is defining the most seismic constitution decision in the modern history, in USA history. Moment ago, the Supreme Court issued a ruling effectively stripped President Donald J. Trump, key executive power. The decision came down unexpectedly, sending the shock wave through the Washington, Wall Street, across the world. Why did this happen? Why does this mean? And what happened next? Okay, this is huge. You want to watch until the very end. So let's dive deep right now. The justice in dramatics. Justice just dramatic 6-3 vote. So have a 9, So 6 major 6-3. So passed by the 6th majority judge. The source found the president has overstepped the constitution boundary. Issue range tariff. Issued a range from the tariff of the removal agency head. Decree the president may no longer. Okay, the Supreme Court. Let's dive deep. The justice dramatic 6-3 vote. The source found the president has overstepped his constitution boundary issue, ranging from the tariff to remove of the agency head. Decree that the president may no longer unilaterally exercise certain sweeping executive authority without the explicit congressional authorization. The Washington is a meltdown. The political operations are scrambling. Market react. Members of the Congress are calling Constitution earthquake. Will bring you expert commentary reaction. What does it mean for the president itself? To understand why the Supreme Court moved such unprecedentedly force, you need to look at the series of the action that pushed the presidency is a breaking point. Over past few years, President Trump repeatedly tested the limit of the executive power in a way many legal experts warning was dangerously close to crossing the line. We're talking about the unilateral decision and reshape the government agency, overrode existing law, and ignore long-standing check and balance. Start with sweeping executive order by past Congress, entirely order, and fundamentally altered trade policy, regulations, even emergency power, and come the mass filing of independent agency, and many of whom were appointed specifically operate free from the political interference, and this were not just allowing staff change, they were power move that challenges decades of the precedently and push boundary about especially watchdog, those independence, government agency, because they are analysis for those of politician corruption, evidence. So the president could legally do, and the final straw is several high-profile moves where the president claimed the authority to act without the Congress approval in a matter and affect millions of America's global economy, from imposing sweeping tariff under the crime and emergency authority rewriting the law. The government independence regulatory agency. This action created constitution strong crisis. The call across the country issued a warning appeal. They try to manipulate the Justice Department, So appeal were filed and the legal expert repeatedly. Trump want to dram and swarm, but becomes his dram swarm by himself, his department. Those are Eli, those are publicly bribed to him in the White House. Those Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, the major role. Now, Bill Gates try to promote ID, digital ID. And who certified for this digital ID? It's Microsoft, and also those are elite. They are collusion, corrupt together, and with the most richest group behind those are Blackstone, BlackRock, those are most monopoly, big corporate, and those are lobby, however, the call across the country issue warning appeal were the final legal expert repeat sounded alarm. This continued will end up to the Supreme Court, and now here we are. The Supreme Court didn't just respond to the struck decisive, sending the clear message. So I will tell the Supreme Court, you are made. I praise, crap you, because finally you do something is really need to protect United States, Constitution. United States Constitution is protect the government need to protect people's life, property. So, of course, that's why the people have obligated to pay the tax. People pay the tax, but the government cannot abuse that tax. And the government cannot abuse the army, The army is staying neutral, not the work for the Republic or Democratic. But this opened my eyes. Those are Democratic system abused by Trump administration because they are unqualified. They have no knowledge about the law and law, especially those of international, those of cryptocurrency. Those of is manipulated by those of big tech, big corporation, and even the United Nations is corrupt. I think most important, United Nations chairman, he should resign for the bad idea for the digital ID. Okay, get out of United Nations. Okay, United Nations don't need your digital ID because why? You cannot force people to use the digital ID. The people have a right to choose, and you cannot force people to use the cryptocurrency because people have right to use the cash, use the anything they want, use any currency they want. No government can force them. This is bullshit. It's a joke. For me, in my eyes, I studied law all my life. I studied political science, economy. And I opened and now I'm open my eye for see those what is really democratic country. It's phony, it's fake. American dream is fair. It's totally fair. And that's why I praise now that the Supreme Court judge make a right decision. So appeal will free and the legal expert repeat. You know what? Those are judges supposed another life. They should like elect 8 years, 8 years. Not more than 8 years, in my opinion, because prevent those of life judge. It's like the same as congressman, Congress, those are senator now, supposed not over 2 times 8 years. And they becomes in the 1,000 years Congress. It becomes corruption. That's why, we need to change. But we need to change people. They are smart enough to follow, to follow the basic principle, the constitution law, So most important, the least action. That's why, original idea, those Supreme Court judge have lifetime salary because it's for the stable their life, They don't need to worry about anything. And they just focus by the constitution law. But the problem is now it's different because why? Those lobby, those like Elon Musk, those Tesla, those EV car, new innovation. But those Tesla, those things, it's still like a laboratory, They put the people's life in laboratory. It's not going to work. I will tell you something. It's just for the, for the fun. And especially artificial intelligence. It's not long term for the humanity. This is just a bubble, will be bubble. So how come can anyone tell me how NVIDIA from the 2 years ago is $1 trillion US dollar asset value in stock market and now becomes 5 trillion because Trump won't put those are they, and especially those are cryptocurrency, the criminal, they're set free for the criminal, those are cryptocurrency. So how you can catch them, It's phony. Everything's phony now. Yeah, no leadership, So the government independence regulator agency action create constitution strong and the court across the country issue the warning appeal. And the legal expert repeat sound is alarm. The continue. It will end up the Supreme Court. And now here we are. The Supreme Court didn't just respond. It struck decisively, sending the clear message to the Trump. I'm presidentially, the president cannot operate as the Constitution. 你不能够球员兼裁判. You cannot be a judge, also player. It's like, we play the basketball, play the football. You cannot be the player, also the judge. So who is gonna win? Who is gonna lose? Okay. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Constitution, Congress, option is ruling isn't about the politicals. It's about the rule and the law. Yeah. Rule and the law, and it's being feared every corner of Washington. Cabinet members are scrambling. The Congress on the high alert, agency head, and re-evaluating the decision. The president himself faced the sudden dramatic recalibrations authority. The tension leading up the moment was already the weeks of legal battles, months of the speculation, and the years of escalating unilateral action, so on. So in the one single earthquake ruling, earth-shaking, and the impact absolutely chaos. A president suddenly limit and the administration force rethink every move, and the nation watched the stand of the disbelief. Here's the heart of the matter. Exactly, and what the Supreme Court decided is why it's being described as the most dramatic constraint, the presidential power in the U.S. history. You know, for the United States president, it doesn't mean you are the king of the world, because you still have to follow the Constitution. You cannot manipulate the army, becomes your own army, private army, okay, work for Trump, okay, only. The armies work for the taxpayer American people, not for the one family king, okay. The ruling is clear, sweeping the reassertion of the Constitution over any claim and check executive authority. The court made it abundantly clear certain powers simply not belong to the president. 你不能球员兼裁判 You cannot be a player because nobody supervises president. No, you think nobody supervises? Yeah, who is supervising U.S. president? You know, the Constitution. And if the Constitution, if the Supreme Court judge is corrupt, then everything's gone. The democratic is gone. Become dictatorship. Become you know, no rule, no law. Law becomes no order, disorder. So the president may longer unilaterally fire commission or independent agency without the explicit Congress authorization. Because so they want to fire, you know, some of the government agency, but they don't know. I think most need to fire is Department of Homeland Security and the ICE, because those are corruption. Most of they you know, they pay by the people tax dollar, but they are corrupt. So why have lots of drug dealer, you know, CBP, you know, lots of drug dealer across the border? Because the money, the corrupt. USCIS is corrupt. And Justice Department is dead. So what's gonna, you know, why American people need to pay the tax for those phony, criminal, moral plea, Microsoft, Instagram, Facebook, those are, you know, big corporate, and the money collective by lots of, you know, big tech, NVIDIA, and they collective all your satellite database, your IP, and police not working. Police bribe, you know, Justice Department, police bribery by those FBI, bribery by those, you know, big corporate. And they have their database, even the World Bank or United Nations. Yeah, that's why, you know, that's why United Nations, that guy, you know, was chairman or something, you know, he should resign because it's a bad idea. He used his corruption with Microsoft, also, you know, NVIDIA, the same. They are same. So this restored protection, you know, I fear our world is brainless. The leader have no brain, and disqualify leadership. The global leadership, you know, most are disqualified. They don't know what they're doing. That's why caused Ukraine, Russia war, Gaza, Israel, you know, Palestine. That's the reason, because those of an ICC is not working. They're hostage by those of terrorism. Israel, you know, Mossad, Mossad, also Hamas, And those leaders protect them, not protect the people. They protect those terrorists. That's the reason, what I mean. So direct and lots of brandless leaders stand by those stand by those of Microsoft and Nvidia, in there, those and Instagram, Facebook, Google, those of most monopoly. Brainless. They have no brain. I never respect those disqualified leader. Oracle, oh yeah, Oracle, and they all Chinese spy. You know what I mean? You see, Amazon, yeah, Amazon have Chinese spy, and Oracle also the Chinese spy. They all easily lobby, and Israel is a terrorist state. This result, that's why Netanyahu is war crime, but that's corruption. United Nations. He's a that guy. Anthony. You should resign. You are corrupt. You have no brain. You don't know what you're doing. You slave. That's why he never resolved any. He created a war. He's not created peace. And but when he talk, he just talk for the peace, but no peace. You should resign. I don't respect this kind of people. IMF also. Hey, they go to Asia, and they created KR, economic KR, because actually our world needs stable, because the economy needs stable. Now everybody afraid, and that's create a currency, lots of government corruption together, and you see those of Xi Jinping, he built a one bad, one low, and the angel is coaster, Sajupan is in the Myanmar, in Cambodia, in Thailand, all the criminal in online. Because Facebook, because Elon Musk, his Starlink, you see, the Starlink is supposed to, hold on by international union of the United Nations of the satellite, organization, but they sold out. From Obama, they sold out all the satellite to the Tesla. See, you can check those people, those president, former president, how they have the Tesla stock, behind, because Tesla, he's not transparency. Who is beneficial? That's we need Tesla open those Pandora box, especially those World Bank, those chairman, they all have stock, maybe cryptocurrency also. Yeah, they're criminal. They work for criminal, so that's why they create with so many cryptocurrency. But cryptocurrency is a big risk. And those are BNAS, those are, blockchain, those are bullshit, criminal, yeah. The court found the scope of this action were far beyond the Congress. Yeah, no Congress because they bribe. But you see, the Trump administration behind those Elon Musk, those they donate contribution to the Trump, and they hostage the Republican Party. And same, Democratic the same. They are same. Democratic Party is original raising those of Microsoft, Tesla, Google. Now it's their result come back to the Democratic. Bernie Sanders, you should ask your own party also how they create KR. Because original when we 1994, 1995 promote internet all over the world, our original idea is for the convenience, for the help of people communication. It's not for the those rich, those fake people, stolen everything, stolen everybody money, and collect everybody data, and no government. Even United Nations, not government, no Congress, they corrupt together, and they use the media, spread the fake news, everything, It seems like Hollywood. They make a fake movie. Hollywood's fake people, fake studio. Everything's fake. They don't have nothing. They only use iCAD, lots of things, creative. They are fake. Hollywood's most fake place in the world. Okay, I know. I work there. I of course, their creative art is something else, But however, the mostly those celebrity actor is like a puppy, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's corrupt, Sam, Very sad. The court repeat. The court is dead now. Okay, emphasize the executive branch not operate above the law. Okay, with Trump, with those people, they above the law because they have lobbies. Those are big tech sponsor. And leveraging the NVIDIA, you see this time? Trump bring the NVIDIA like Jason Wang go Abu Dhabi, go to UK, go to Germany. Yes, see. And then they go to UK. They promote the digital ID. See? Now corrupt together with the prime ministry of the guy. He's the prime minister now. He should resign because he promote for the NVIDIA. The collusion together. You see, and take away the people data, IP, everything. They're criminal. I don't buy them. I don't buy anything. I don't buy Microsoft, Google. I don't buy them. They are monopoly. We have so many software companies we can use. We don't need to use all of the world Congress is corrupt. They are the same corrupt. The court repeatedly emphasize. Okay. The mandatory, this isn't just a rebook of a single president action. It's a statement about the president itself. Yeah, he want to become the king of the world, but probably he have no qualify. Because you want to become the king of the world, you need to convince people. But no, you fire people. You say, you are not in television show. You got to fire. So no, you become president. You not to fire people with this way. You see, and you got to bribe by lobbies. Those you work for those of phony billionaire. Forbes. What is Forbes? I don't care. Those are fake Forbes. All the fake. Okay. Their mandatory is just, I despise those Forbes people, If they are on the line of the Forbes top 10, I say this, they are fraud. They are cheater, okay? They are scumbag, okay? They're all the same. No matter they are prince, they are king. In my eyes, bullshit. They're trash, Those of them, they don't have brain. They just try to control everyone's money. They see the money. You see those of UAE, those of people, president, they have only money. They have no humanity, okay? Everything's fake, okay? So future president have to operate within this guard. So those are king and queen in the world. You don't, you can fake to everyone in the world, but not me, Kitty Yang Jidi. You, king and queen, can convince of me, okay? Suspend the speaker, and especially United Nations, those are, those top level, corrupt, absolutely corrupt. And they creative world. You see, in 21st century, and the child got starving. Have shame. You're shame. United Nations, the chairman, the IMF. You don't feel your shame. You should not occupy that position. You should go away, okay? Give me a break. Especially those prince, fake. You know, those are, especially Dubai prince, he's around him, so all the scumbag, and it's Facebook scammer, the people, manipulate his life. He's a virtual person. He's a fake prince, you know what I mean? He's not a prince at all because he's not qualified, nothing. He's all of those, I waste my time for delete those Pakistan, Nigeria prince, fake prince, scumbag, all over. Every day I have to delete 100. See how can I have time for this? So that's why I need to switch my account, switch my telephone, Give me a break, Some could be the reverse entirely, while others require the Congress approval remain in effect. And in Taiwan, is why. Taiwan is the same thing, We have like a Minjindang, Independence Party, and also the KMT. KMT send corrupt. Those are people, they take money from China, communist China. They want to Taiwan becomes communist country. You see? But this is a make decision by the Taiwanese people. Taiwanese people is weak. And they elect those, most dictatorship, Congress in Taiwan now, okay? Same as Trump Republic in American, the same thing, Reconstitution of the president, and also, Indian party also some of the Congress is corrupt. They are corrupt in Taiwan also. The balance of the power between the branch government ruling the reminder everyone from the high officials, ordinary citizen in the Constitution, state government land. The Supreme Court has spoken. The Chinese, Xi Jinping. He's the most corruption government in the world. Because why? Because China have 12 billion. Because I don't know exactly because after pandemic many Chinese died, you know what I mean. But the Communist Party, they don't expose the real number. They're hiding, and President Xi, what he did now, his corruption, his most corrupt. He's be the one bad, one role, and full of lots of violate humanity, and lots of fraudulent criminal. That's why Thailand, Cambodia, even Korea, Korea is a victim. Korea go to the Cambodia to become, criminal, the criminal together for, online fraud. And same as Dubai. Dubai is the major place, full of the lots of the same as Myanmar, Cambodia. Dubai is the same, they have the most criminal because Chinese there, Chinese Communist Party. They created Excutive and they give it a free visa to those criminals, you see. How corrupt Dubai, UAE. Those are corrupt police and prince. They are corrupt together. You're bullshit, you're scumbag, okay? Give me a break. The ruling has triggered an immediate response across the government cabinet member. The raising as because why they same use Microsoft, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, full of the scumbag, all the fraud together. You see, our world become disaster because those of prince king unqualified because they use those of bullshit. They have no brain. They are disqualified leader in the world. Okay. Rule of the game for the consequence just beginning to unfold. I see everything in my life. I know everything because I promote in the internet in the world. I do the coordinator job to the different level of government in the world. I know what is corrupt. Cabinet member, especially finance in those cryptocurrency, they promote those of. They are the major promote those criminal in the online all over the world. Okay. Figure out what orders stay stand and what can no longer be forced. Staffer or report panic and show how to advise a president whose authority. You see now YouTube. I'm first person use YouTube. And then come to the, now YouTube also all the criminal, Dubai Prince, impose scammer, from the Pakistan, Nigeria, and YouTube. I will sue YouTube for $5 trillion, for this bullshit, you know what I mean? And elect judge. The Democratic are celebrating, oh yeah, those are calling ruling overreached by an elect judge. You see, the white Democrats are celebrating what they describe as the triumphant Constitution. Lawmaker issued a statement, rapid, successful, trying to stake their position. Even X, Tesla. Tesla is the Starlink. Is promote Cambodia, Dubai, those criminals, they're together because behind this Xi Jinping criminal organization, okay? They are together, okay? They're terrible, Our people is weak because of that, because those are media. Fox, fake news, CNN, fake news. Okay, those are YouTube fake news, Of course, I cannot tell everything is fake, Something is right, but mostly is bullshit, And those are porno, those are, oh my God, those are horror story, all come from. And they fabricate, YouTube is good for fabricate many things, They make fabricate everything, So why adversary watching with the mixture incredible opportunity the world is taking note. The most powerful office in the world has just restrained in a way few could imagine. Strip, I'm crabbed to strip Trump his power because he's unqualified. He have no power because he don't know what he's doing. He just know how to take money from cryptocurrency. Okay, and that's the result. Inflation, global inflation. His tariff is fake because his tariff is not working. Okay, because his tariff, why is fake? Because he make deal with China because his own administration, okay, for his own family. He bargained for his own family, not for. So that's a fake deal, okay. Athlete president's authority. Many wonder if their decisions, some of which had a major impact. Millions of the Americans now legally vulnerable, uncertainties creating those unprecedented pause in the function of government operation, leaving the country in chaos intense. Limbo citizen and they're feeling shock. Wait, social media is with the reaction disbelief. protester, supporter, taken to the street, convince the country, define cross the law, and every headline, every alert, every live update. Same thing, this is turning the point. Is American history, American is become dictatorship, the most corrupt. The reason because those are politicians. A moment when rule of law asserts itself over the law, power of the presidency. The bottom line, Washington is total meltdown. The consequences are beginning to unfold. From those legal team to lawmaker, from the Wall Street to the, you see, have one report, Elon Musk, behind Elon Musk is one of the Saudi Arabic prince, Wally. He gives a sponsor, he donate Tesla, X Space, 48 billion. In a YouTube report, you can see yourself. I'm not from the Wall Street, Main Street. Everything have evidence because you see, loads of data, loads of everything have a record. Isn't just about President Trump. You see, President Trump, he have a tower, Trump Tower everywhere in the world. The ruling and even the Gaza, because they created the war in Gaza, because he's doing the real estate, after he take over the Gaza major real estate, behind is the Black Rock, you see, they created a war, and those are behind that. Those are Blackstone, Black Rock. They must have like a World Bank, those of CEO, those of IMF, those of, and they have a shareholder. They take share because of that. They created KR, and they took money for that, and the people suffer, people die, especially pandemic. Bill Gates, he donated to WHO. Then WHO work for him, and he have a laboratory for the creative virus, and also have vaccine. He have an investment in Moderna, also Pfizer, vaccine. He's a big winner, and everyone is sick. 谋财害命, you see, everyone certificate have to, you have to certificate, you have not. You see, those are corrupt. WHO, World Health Organization, is dying, because Bill Gates is big criminal. He's killing people. He genocide all of and nobody. No ICC. ICC is die. Okay, ICC is absolutely die. ICC is afraid that those are Mossad, those are Hamas. Okay, those are what is that? Taliban. Okay, give me a break. those are. 我跟你讲，我都把你们全世界看透，你们多丢脸现眼啊！真的有够不要脸，这群人。You are described by leader United Nations, okay? When Congressmen reclaim the power, sit decades in the independent agency is no longer vulnerable to party purges, legal scholar, and calling the Constitution as, those of Constitution already died. Those are because those of big tech. Those are Microsoft, Bill Gates, he's like a god. He played a god. He played a god because he make decision. You need to have digital ID and certified by the Microsoft. You see, give me a break. My advice, our solution now is we are not allowed those of monopoly, NVIDIA, Intel, Amazon, Amazon now right try to use the 600,000 robot take place of the human worker. Everybody got fired by the Amazon because he used robot machine. However, so you know, so Luring remind everyone this is separation power is not the option, but it's check the balance of embodied the Constitution. It's not merely symbolic. The president is not above law. The president under the Constitution. The president must operate with the framework and respect Congress, the judiciary, the law itself. Application is staggering and every pastor executive order. The issue without the proper authorization may now face scrutiny several independent. You know to check those World Bank, those the CEO, those stock market, you see how they cryptocurrency, and digital ID, Microsoft, I don't use Microsoft. The only way, we have to boycott. We cannot allow the monopoly. That's why I don't use Microsoft. Totally, I block him. NVIDIA, no, I block. And the Facebook, I blocked a part of because those are impulse scammer, And Instagram, I blocked part of also because those are fake prince, Nigeria. And those are, the prince virtual, prince, virtual king and queen, all the virtual person, Because they lose power because those are big tech. And their database sold out by those criminals. See, now those criminals become king and queen and prince. The criminal, real criminal, is king, is prince. Those picture is fake. You see those prince picture, they are fake. Behind those criminal, you see, their life manipulated by those. Their marriage life, their birth, they married a wife. The wife has children, and though all the manipulated by those criminal. You see, his wife is part of scammer. You see, Dubai Prince Hamadan, his wife is scammer. He scam. His wife. His entire life is virtual. He's not have power because he's powerless person. He don't even have money. Okay, he's virtual, and everything is manipulated by his team, his group, online. So he's no power at all. Okay, and you see the judicial overreach. His children. You see his cover face. His kids never show off the public because not his have another husband make kids for that or his slogan, you know what I mean? So he's fake. Everything's from him is fake. Nothing's real. Okay, he's not real prince. He's scammer. Scammer's real prince. He's not. He's work for scammer. He's work for scammer. He have no power. The scammer have power more than him. The policy affecting trade, healthcare, environment, regulation, financial market, and also, Hamadan, those impose scam Nigeria. Every day I have to block those, delete those 100 accounts. Oh my God. I'm fucking tired with this kind of, fake people, And affecting million could be overturned. And because why? Those are polygamous country, they have a million wife. I will tell you something. They don't have only one wife. No. So that's why impossible for me, They have 0 chance, okay? Citizens blessing foreign government are watching to see how the United States You see those are people, they ask money from women. You see those are prince, king. They ask money online for everyone. It's very sad, you know. United States, the government, the wake of this decision, shots. Maybe you will see me. It's like, oh, I'm overreacting. I'm my imagination. No, it's from my bottom, from my heart. I scream. I speak out the truth. My feeling to those online people, all are fake. Okay. Breaking news. Supreme Court stripped Trump executive powers, totally meltdown. Erupt. Yes. So on. So live coverage is defining the most seismic constitution decision in the modern history, in USA history. Moment ago, the Supreme Court issued a ruling effectively stripped President Donald J. Trump, key executive power. The decision came down unexpectedly, sending the shock wave through the Washington, Wall Street, across the world. Why did this happen? Why does this mean? And what happened next? Okay, this is huge. You want to watch until the very end. So let's dive deep right now. The justice in dramatics. Justice just dramatic 6-3 vote. So have a 9, you know. So 6 major 6-3. So passed by the 6th majority judge. The source found the president has overstepped the constitution boundary. Issue range tariff. Issued a range of from the tariff of the removal agency head. Decree the president may no longer. Okay, the Supreme Court. Let's dive deep. The justice dramatic 6-3 vote. The source found the president has overstepped his constitution boundary issue, ranging from the tariff to remove of the agency head. Decree that the president may no longer unilaterally exercise certain sweeping executive authority without the explicit congressional authorization. The Washington is a meltdown. The political operations are scrambling. Market react. Members of the Congress are calling Constitution earthquake. Will bring you expert commentary reaction. What does it mean for the president itself? To understand why the Supreme Court moved such unprecedentedly force, you need to look at the series of the action that pushed the presidencies is a breaking point. Over past few years, President Trump repeatedly tested the limit of the executive power in a way many legal experts warning was dangerously close to crossing the line. We're talking about the unilateral decision and reshape the government agency, overrode existing law and ignore long-standing check and balance. Start with sweeping executive order by past Congress, entirely order, and fundamentally altered trade policy, regulations, even emergency power, and come the mass firing of independent agency, and many of whom were appointed specifically operate free from the political interference, and these were not just allowing staff change, they were power move that challenges decades of the precedently and push boundary about especially like watchdog, those independence, government agency, because they are analysis for those politician corruption, evidence. So what the president could legally do, and the final straw is several high-profile moves where the president claimed the authority to act without the Congress approval in a matter and affect millions of America's global economy, from imposing sweeping tariff under the crime and emergency authority rewriting the law. The government independence regulatory agency. This action created constitution strong crisis. A call across the country issued a warning appeal. They try to manipulate the Justice Department, So appeal were filed and the legal expert repeatedly. Trump wants to dram and swarm, but becomes his dram swarm by himself, his department. Those are Eli, those are publicly bribed to him in the White House. Those Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, the major role. Now, Bill Gates try to promote ID, digital ID. And who certified for this digital ID? It's Microsoft, and also those are elite. They are collusion, corrupt together, and with the most richest group behind those Blackstone, BlackRock, those are most monopoly, big corporate, and those are lobby, however, the call across the country issue warring appeal were the final legal expert repeat sounded alarm. This continued will end up to the Supreme Court, and now here we are. The Supreme Court didn't just respond to the struck decisive, sending the clear message. So I will tell the Supreme Court, you are make I praise, crap you, because finally you do something is really need to protect United States, Constitution. United States Constitution is protect the government need to protect people's life, property. So, of course, that's why the people have obligated to pay the tax. People pay the tax, but the government cannot abuse that tax. And the government cannot abuse the army, The army is staying neutral, not work for the Republic or Democratic. But this opened my eyes. Those are Democratic system abused by Trump administration because they are unqualified. They have no knowledge about the rule and law, especially those of international, those of cryptocurrency. Lots of it's manipulated by lots of big tech, big corporation, and even the United Nations is corrupt. I think most important, United Nations chairman, he should resign for the bad idea for the digital ID. Okay, get out, United Nations. Okay, United Nations don't need your digital ID because why? You cannot force people to use the digital ID. The people have a right to choose, and you cannot force people to use the cryptocurrency because people have right to use the cash, use the anything they want, use any currency they want. No government can force them. This is bullshit. It's a joke. For me, in my eyes, I studied law all my life. I studied political science, economic. And I open my and now I'm open my eye for see those what is really democratic country. It's phony. It's fake. American dream is fair. It's totally fair. And that's why I praise now the Supreme Court judge make a right decision. So appeal will free and the legal expert repeat. You know what? Those are judges supposed not life. They should like elect 8 years, 8 years. Not more than 8 years, my opinion, because prevent those of life judge. It's like the same as congressman, Congress. Those are senators now, supposed not over 2 times 8 years. And they becomes in the 1,000 years Congress. It becomes corruption. That's why, we need to change. But we need to change people. They are smart enough to follow, to follow the basic principle, the constitution law, So most important.